What's the genre? What's the setting?
If you buy it, it's longer.
How much is it?
I haven't figured it out, but I love it so much that I might actually. Yeah. I wish I could use like that money that they give us to put towards technology stuff.
Okay.
Oh, that's a good question. Because this is really.
Now that we have a trip.
Ooh, could we use it towards Flipgrid? I don't know. Third grade could totally use it. Yeah, it's definitely worth asking.
From the theater, it took 6 weeks to reimburse.
There's a lot of the upgrades have a lot of awesome features that we can't use as free, but free's for me when it's that good. So I'm good with that. How are we doing? Good. Questions? Brains exploding? No, we're doing okay?
I've never recorded the kids.
Yes.
I'm a dinosaur. How do you do with the feedback of the room? Like if the students are all working on Flipgrid with like a reading response or something, how do I avoid all this?
I actually did it. Yeah. If it wasn't playing music, I would let you listen to my friend Taylor. It does a little bit. You can hear it a little bit. Exactly.
You don't have to be in a room by themselves.
Exactly. And I do have a couple microphones, headsets that I purchased with my money. I have no idea where that music is coming from.
I do. It happens in my room.
It's the high school page, right? So you can hear the other kids.
She tripped over the skateboard is past tense because it's a trip. The third sentence he is reading about is present tense because it added an ing to read.
I could hear her.
So you could hear her find and we were doing it, the entire class was doing these 3 sentences at the same time. Okay. So even though you can hear the other kids, it really does not.
It doesn't matter.
No.
You don't need any special.
No. And they are begging me to assign these. Yeah.
What about photo release or video release?
So we got those video and photo releases at the very beginning of the year. The parents filled those out on that thingamajig. So your kiddos that are not photo or video can't do this, or you would have to get special permission from parents.
But I tell you from experience with doing the yearbook, a lot of them that checked that they didn't want their child videoed and didn't realize really they were checking it.
Right.
So most parents, if you call them and ask them and tell them what you're doing, Sue Bartlett can give you a form that you can just send home
and they can take it back.
Yeah. Exactly. Because I found that
I found that too.
They
thought it was going to go out into.
I think they think it's going to go out into
worldwide.
It's a big worldwide. This is, but only people with that link can get to it. So as long as you don't share that link with anyone other than your students, then.
Can you delete old audios?
You can, yeah. Yep, you can get rid of them. Yep, those are trash. They do love listening to each other. They, just like you guys did, they were giggling. They were like, oh my gosh, yours was so good. They just really enjoyed.
I'm thinking, I wonder if we should, before we go to contact, do kind of a silly, how was your weekend?
Exactly. Yep. I didn't know. My verb tenses was the first one, but what was funny is, just like you figured out, you make the video, and then at the end is where you take the snapshot and decorate. I told them it was coming, so they were excited about it, but they didn't really get giggly until then. And I told them they had 5 minutes before we were moving on, so go ahead, you can have a couple minutes to play, and they had fun. But they surprisingly did really well with it and didn't go crazy. So there's one more thing I want to share with you. I'm not going to go super in-depth with it, but I just want to let you know that it's out there. Is everyone familiar with Snap and Read? Yeah. Okay, so then we'll skip that one, Snap and Read? I'm not. Okay. So Snap and Read is a program that all students have on their Chromebooks. In the top right-hand corner of their Chromebooks, they have this little bullseye-looking thing. And when you click on it, it opens up. Maybe, if I'm signed in. They do have to sign in using their Google account. If they don't sign in with Google, it won't work. So they'll sign in with Google, it has to be on a page where something can be read to them. So say I went to National Geographic. Nope. All right, just kidding. Can you tell what I've been searching today? All right, animals for kids. Nope, that's a movie. Good job, Beth. Let's try that again. So, cool facts about animals. Of course. Okay, good. I was like, of course this one won't let the... Sometimes Snap and Read won't work on certain websites, so you're just going to have to find the websites that it does work. So, oh my goodness, let's try leopards. So what Snap and Read lets them do is, there's actually a bunch of different features to Snap and Read. Did it really just get rid of it? Okay, good. This feature right here, a lot of people don't know about it, but this feature right here is text complexity. So what it does is if you actually go into the student's Snap and Read, nope, not that one, just kidding, options, and you go down, this is like the loudness, this is the pace that it flies, the pitch that it flies, and then right here where it says text complexity, you can pick like where you want your student's level of text complexity to go. So say you have a struggling reader, you can bring it all the way down to the 1. And then what happens is on this page, if you're reading, what it does is if you click this text complexity, it will change words to be easier for them. So you know that words have changed when they italicize. So right here, definitely as one would expect, of course. Definitely as one would expect. So it's kind of like, usually you can tell because it's italicized or in parentheses, thank you. So territory, land owned or controlled by someone. And what's really cool is it does it, if you read TrueFlix, we have that program that Diana has purchased for us, and it does it for TrueFlix, and there's some really tricky words in there.
Can they click back and forth on that like you are?
Yeah,
and
yep.
see the word
This is exactly what they would do. They would do the same thing I'm doing. And they don't have to have it on. So it can be off, and then they could come to a word and be like, I don't know that word. And then click it and see, yep, it will change it for them. So it doesn't do it for all the words, but it does do it for quite a few in it, and it makes it easier. Another great feature that Snap and Read has is it reads to the students.
Leopards are gorgeous creatures to look at, and they're really interesting too. Here are some cool leopard facts to fill your brain with. What do leopards look like?
What I use it most for is the reading. Can you tell I use it for homework? I use it for my own homework. So what's really good about Snap and Read is it allows students to take notes. And it actually has a bibliography for them too, a reference. So it keeps references. So for like older grades that have to do reference pages, if say you're like, oh, look at this, males and females will cross each other's something, I don't know what it says, I can, make that come over here, and if I click on that, it's going to bring me back to it. So then tomorrow if I'm doing my research and I forget where I was, I can go back to it. But I can also click on my sources, and it's created a bibliography for me, so, or whatever the new terms are. And you can change MLA, Chicago, APA, yeah. So it really, it's, hello. Hence, did you see my, did you see how often I've used it? But it also has some really cool layouts. So you can tell kids, like, okay, we're going to work on nonfiction main ideas. So they go in here, they want to, no, not that one. So they need to do a new one, that's why. And then see this symbol right there? If they click on that, I liked you. If you click on this, the add an outline template, you can pick if there's like a certain thing that you want them to work on, and then then it will set up So when you click on it, when you find a fact, you can say, like, leopards are gorgeous creatures. Well, that's the main idea. Just kidding. Why aren't you working? And then if I hit, just kidding. Stop doing that. Well, anyway, you can hit the enter button under it, and it will go, underneath it, and then you can keep doing different things. So it has some awesome features to it. This one I thought was kind of cool. Write a 3-essay paragraph. And then it's like, introduce my topic, my essay, ideas, supporting detail, 3 details. So it's like they can outline their informational writing right here in this. And they don't have to go anywhere. They can just copy, paste it. So that being said, another tool that I love to use is this extension up here. And this is the last thing I'm going to show you. It's on your packet. It's called Split Screen Layout. And I've found that it is really useful for my students. You do have to have them put it on their Chromebooks. All they do is they go on to Google, those 3 dots, more tools, extensions, and you just type that in. And I can show you later if you want. But you type in this split screen layout, and what happens is it gives you options. How do you want to split your screen? My students always do that. And now I have this screen, and it doesn't look like much right now, but if I, Google.com, and what I showed my kiddos is that you can drag it and make it a little bigger, and drag this one and make it a little bit bigger too. So now I have my facts, let's say here, right? Here, make you small. Here, can't see it. I'm in projection mode, so you can't see half the stuff. But, so they go to their Google Drive. I was just trying to come up with a blank one. So anyway, a doc. Now they have, what have I been working on? They have their graphic organizer already figured out, and they can just go back and forth with their information. I don't necessarily use this as my graphic organizer. I assign my students digital graphic organizers, and they fill them out, and this darn thing is not going to let me do anything. And if it's driving you crazy like it's driving me crazy, you just hit that target, and it goes away. So I've been sending my students digital graphic organizers, and it's been awesome. So they fill out their digital graphic organizers, or we call them GOs, and then they do the split screen. So after they figure out their digital graphic organizer, thank you, Anna. She's filling out her digital graphic organizers that I assigned to each of the students, and then she can hit that split screen and have a plain, you get what I mean. So she'll have her graphic organizer on one side, she'll have a plain document on the other side, and as she's typing her document, she has her graphic organizers right there to look back and forth on. And I had a student who really struggled with keeping his writing organized and keeping himself organized. So we would get the paper graphic organizers, fill them out, and then by the time it came to writing the story, who knew where the graphic organizer was? And so I really worked, how can I help this kiddo? And I found that doing the digital graphic organizer right next to the blank document has helped them all. And he's excelling in writing, and so are the other friends, so it's been definitely worth it. And you can find digital graphic organizers anywhere. Or you just create one and make it digital, which I can help you with as well if you want me to help you. So, I think I have talked your ears off. If you could do me 2 favors. If you could, 1, fill out that survey. And 2, if you can think of any ways that you'll use graphic organizers, the split screen, Snap and Read. KidRex I didn't show you, but I'm sure you guys all know KidRex, right? Oh, if you don't know it, it's just super simple. KidRex.org. It's a Google search, but it's for kids. So everything that pops up is kid-friendly. Awesome. Symbaloo's over there, Flipgrid, BrainPop Junior, Turtle Diary. So if you can think of any ways that you can use these in your classroom, that would be awesome. And if you have any questions, I'd be happy to help you out. Well, I'll step back so you guys can fill out your... Yes. Yeah, definitely. I can email my my PowerPoint to you, and it has all of the links and fun stuff. Thank you. Thank you guys for coming. And girls, sorry. Thank you, ladies, for coming. I owe you huge. I know it's like storm after storm and craziness. If you want to just put them face down on my desk, I promise I won't look at them. Actually, I can get... I know. Well, eventually I will look at them. Here, I'll put a folder. If you want to put your surveys in there, that would be fantastic. That's where they were supposed to go if we had our PD day. Thank you. Oh, geez. Thank you, ma'am. It's funny, you never know like how fast time's going to go. I put so many things on there, and I'm glad I got to Flipgrid and Symbaloo. Those were my 2 really favorites, and the layout one I wanted to show you all.
All right, everybody, keep your fingers crossed. See you tomorrow.
Oh, yes, please, please, please.
Okay, yes.
Oh, I forgot to shut that off.